never know. You never know. Hey folks, Dave Olney here. This show is called You Never Know. What's wrong with this picture? I got this thing on, right? So all the stuff I said I was going to do last week, I didn't do because I fell down a staircase and I smashed two vertebrae up here. Okay, so I'm scared the hell out of my wife. She's got to help me unravel myself. I'm basically stuck on my head at the foot of the staircase. We had to get that, and then, okay, let's call the ambulance. So, you know, ambulances don't show up anymore without an accompanying fire truck. So you're already in circus land. And we go to the hospital, and, we go into high-tech mode. And within an hour and a half of being in the hospital, they are fusing two vertebrae in my neck, but they have to go through here to do it. And then, it takes an hour and a half or something for them to do this, which, this is like amazing. All right, now I got to get a room in the hospital, and then it becomes, a battle on the other end of the scale of life, which is the totally mundane, stupid crap, which kind of centered around a deal they have on the beds, which monitors how much you're moving around. First off, they said, we're going to put these leg warm massagers on your legs. And so, I can't look at it. I just feel these things going on it, and now it feels like snakes crawling up my leg. I went, took about an hour of that. I said, no, that. And then they had this other thing where they didn't want you to move around on your own, but, nature calls. I had to use the bathroom. And I this way, that way, finally get off the bed, and an alarm goes off. Beep, 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 beep. Oh boy, you don't have to call the police to deal with this. Anyway, I just, sort of hurried into the bathroom, did my business, came back out. And the nurses came in, and why are you doing that? Don't do that. Well, this went on all night. And this kind of crap going on, there's no way you're going to sleep. And another funny thing that happened is this little insight into the way a mind works. I would somehow be on the verge of sleep, because they certainly gave me enough stuff to put me to sleep. They could, I was like a bad sermon. I should have been asleep, but I just couldn't do it, because the mind works, at least for me, in this way. It seized upon an illogical premise, which in my head was I had to memorize 10 melodies before I could go to sleep. And then somehow before I could go to sleep morphed in to, or the world will end, everybody will die. So I'm there trying to memorize 10 melodies, and I can't. So anyway, I can't go to sleep. That's out. But wasn't that a weird thing that your mind would do that? All right, so what I'm getting at is, in general, is at the beginning of this thing, the beginning, it starts out with just a silent movie pratfall. It's Buster Keaton falling down the stairs, except I don't do it very well. Then it moves into this high-tech thing with, ambulances, fire trucks, gurneys going. They operate like within an hour after I talk to the doctor. He's going through here to get to my spine. It's just really amazing, high-tech, miraculous, modern, postmodern stuff. And then I'm into the room, and now we're back into basically, Boffo, Chaucer's Wife of Bath. Just really physical humor, to use the toilet or the bedpan. Now that's entertainment. And this ridiculous alarm system on the bed, anyway, that to me kind of encapsulates what life is about now. It's, you know, ridiculous high-tech stuff versus the old ridiculous low-tech stuff. And, you know, so hope you're dealing with it. So let's play a song. I haven't been able to, they had to kind of go through my throat to get to my spine, so I'm a little scratchy here. But I wanted to do something I was real familiar with, felt real comfortable with. I wanted to say something else. I just saw a clip of Tom House. I was supposed to do this gig with Tom and R.B. Morris and Supe Granda at the Bluebird. Is that last night?
It's at the Douglas.
Douglas Corner, whatever.
Saturday.
I couldn't do it, but I just saw a little clip of Tom doing this song of mine, Queen Anne's Lace, and I'm telling you what, 25 seconds of someone like Tom House doing your song beats anything. Thank you so much, Tom.
All the women cross the river, carry water from the well at break of day. And they talk to one another, God only knows what they might say. You might get an education after years of dedication. You might finally get a glimpse of what is right and what is wrong. But the women cross the river, well, they knew that all along. All the women cross the river, work with tools that are ancient and handmade. And they plow their fields in perfect rows, and then they rest beneath the shade. Now we have learned to build out of concrete, out of steel, and our buildings last 1,000 years, but then even they are bound to fall. But the women cross the river, never learned to build a wall. All the women cross the river are as gentle as the dew upon the ground. How I love to hear them laughing in the rain when it makes that perfect sound. Now a soldier with a gun and a battle to be won might kill you with a bullet, and you'd never even know the reason why. But the women cross the river, they can kill you with their eyes.
All right, that's the women across the river, and you know, kind of about human being facing the modern world and all the absurdities that involves, which, and I think that, you know, the hospital stuff was kind of absurd. Can you imagine what they thought of me? All right. I'll see you next week. I mean, I will see you next week.
You never know. You never know. You never know.